All right, everybody, very excited to welcome in head Mississippi State football coach, one of my favorite guys to interview, one of our favorite guys to interview, Coach Mike Leach, the one and only. Coach, I appreciate you taking some time up here in the dojo.
Well, it's great to be here. You guys took the time to decorate the room. I mean, others just like king paper and, throw stuff on the ground and hope that their guests won't notice. But, we notice this type of thing.
Oh, no, we go all in. We're trying to air raid the room. You know what I'm saying? We're finding the best opportunities, putting stuff there, put liquid paper on a B, it died. But, Coach, unfortunately, we do got to talk a little bit of football, so I'm going to go and get that out of the way. Will Rogers, to me, when I watch Will, and obviously, having experience in your system and you guys knowing each other, you've talked about on the show before how important experience is at quarterback coming back. But having a guy like Will that can operate it, that can make every throw, just talk about how much easier that makes it going into the season with the guys around him and chemistry and stuff like that.
Well, I think it helps a lot. I think Will did a good job adjusting to the situation as a true freshman and had a big year last year. Led the conference in passing, and then and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact the way the team responds to him, his ability to elevate the level of play of the people around him, and he gets better and better at that. And of course, him and Sawyer Robinson were very competitive through the spring too. So I think that part's good. And then we're not crazy old now, but we do have a lot of starts under our belt because of, we didn't have any choice had to play all these guys as freshmen.
Well, Coach, too, and something we've talked about when we've had other coaches on is, again, we always talk about receivers and all that stuff's great and DBs and stuff like that. But, to me, the game will always be won and lost up front regardless of what system you run. And when you're playing in the Southeastern Conference and going up against, teams with a ton of depth up front, I always talk about, everybody talks about the SEC as, oh, it's Alabama and Georgia. Like, it's just some one-off. Like if you just take care of that, then you'll be fine. Is the strength of the SEC, in your opinion, the grind of the schedule, and there's not a week off, and every place you go is hostile, and they think their team should win?
It is now for sure. I don't know that it always been. Yeah, it's always been, but it definitely is now.
Yeah, and I mean,
first of all, I can't think of a bad team in the SEC right now, and the other thing is the worst one's pretty good. You know?
It's true. It's everybody. Some people call the conference top heavy, but again, I think you see teams like Texas and Oklahoma. You come in, you're gonna learn.
And the thing is, they haven't always been bottom heavy, but they are now.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, what you guys have done at Mississippi State, elevating, and we're looking around the conference, and like you said, I mean, if the SEC was a stock, it'd be going through the roof, and that'd be a great situation right now. But Cone, take it away.
Well, I love listening to you talk about football, but it's your worldly wisdom that has always been my favorite part about you. So I was going to tell you, I have an 11-month-old son, right? And he's become mobile now. He's on the move. The house is being destructed. I told my wife she can have him for the first year. After that, I really have to take over. Yeah. Do you have some fatherly advice for me, for an 11-month-old?
I'll tell you, hey, so my son's got so it's my grandson. And we call him the Joker because he'll just stand up and he'll just laugh. And his mouth's kind of shaped like the Joker. And it's like he'll think of something funny, he just laughs his ass off, right? And then, but what I'll tell you this, what happened the other day, you have those laser pointers, and you can use it for a cat too. But so my son starts putting it in front of the kid. Well, this mobility started speeding up. That kid started grabbing.
Tell me about it.
No, he runs him all over the room. Now, I mean, he may have to get something on his knees after, crawling all over. But I'll tell you, I would start with a laser pointer, and I would run some drills, like zigzag.
Coach.
You put some
drills on me. That's coming straight from Coach Leach right there.
He'll be taking 5-step drops for the time he's 2.5.
Oh, man.
No, okay, and then, exactly. And then by the time he's 2, he's ready for the sand.
Right, exactly. We're going to drop back, see a 1-5 sky, bark fire zone, maybe identify that, Coach.
Oh, yeah, that's
right. Coach, look, I know you've got enough football questions. Last time we kind of had you on, we talked a little Black Flag. The show. Is there anything good out you're watching right now? I'm on Netflix. I can't find anything good.
They said that, and I haven't been watching Netflix. I'm watching Better Call Saul.
Yes.
Yeah. I can't wait for the next season of Yellowstone.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
and then lately I did record several seasons of the early Gunsmoke, so I'll do one of those every so often. I'm trying to think what else I'm watching.
You seen Top Gun yet? The new Top Gun?
Yeah, it's good.
I thought it was really good.
It's
I haven't
even better
seen it
than the
yet.
first one.
I'm with you, and I've gotten absolutely slaughtered with
I have
my
to
friends
catch
for
up.
saying that.
No,
Made
it's
$1 billion.
even better than the first one.
I agree. Well, you know, and so when I'm going to see it with my fiance, we book the tickets. You know, everybody in the world's going to watch it, so we go to the theater in a SEC town that can be disclosed later. But we go to the theater, and so I'm sitting down, and we're getting ready to watch the movie, and all of a sudden, my chair starts like vibrating like this and rotating.
it's one of those
It's one that
theaters?
somebody, I guess, had reserved the seat and didn't show up, and it was so dark in there. I sat in there, and Coach Leach like, I'm fighting like whoever Tom Cruise is fighting, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought I would enjoy it when I started it. Actually, I thought the chair was gonna blow up when I sat down, to be honest with you. But at the end, physically, it was like I just, fought somebody in the Coliseum or something. I'm not a fan of it.
Well, I'll tell you another good one. Well, the Better Call Saul guy did a movie, and this was during the drought. I mean, this is like where everybody's celebrating COVID and all that crap. Okay, so then this is right when the movie theaters open, called Nobody. Did you ever see that?
Is that the
movie?
one where so Bob Odenkirk? Isn't that where he beats the dudes up on the
Oh,
bus?
yeah,
I
yeah,
saw a
yes.
little bit of it, and then I had to take a call. and I went and watched
where
some of
he's
it.
different than you think? Okay, no, that was a great movie, and it was right when you needed one because you would have settled for anything at that point.
That's exactly right.
And it turns out to be a good movie,
So if Better Call Saul, obviously you've seen Breaking Bad then. Obviously
Yeah,
you're a fan of Breaking
yeah.
Bad. Who is your favorite character in Breaking Bad and why? Is it Walter White?
No, Saul.
Of course. God, the math adds up on that one.
Saul. Well, the biggest thing is all the Salamancas are fun.
They are. They are.
Oh no, the other guy, the Chicken Man, he's pretty
yes,
good.
Gus.
Gus.
Gustavo.
Yeah. Gustavo, yeah.
Fring. Man, that was one of the
yeah.
best shows.
Wow.
That was one of the
Oh
shows.
no, I'll tell you the one. You know the kid on that was on Friday Night Lights. That Stone Cold Killer,
who is it?
Which
Then,
one?
then he'll apologize. Well, I was sorry to do that to him, and he seemed like a nice guy. And no, it's Jesse.
Jesse Paul? Is he Jesse Pinkman in the show?
No,
I'm trying to think. The kid from Friday Night Lights, Cone.
No, the killer.
The
Later,
killer.
he's not till towards the end.
My future self is disappointed at my present
Yeah,
self.
well, my future self was disappointed
Well,
in your present self.
I'll tell you that he's the one. He's the guy that is the quarterback's friend.
Jesse Plemons.
Jesse Plemons. Let's see a picture. Oh, yes. Yes, the kid on who's his best friend. This guy.
Yeah, he's the
yes.
He is
He's
the
in so much.
He's
he is
good.
the coldest West Texas killer of all
Yeah,
time.
he shoots that kid on the dirt bike. I remember that. That was
yeah.
wild, but
Doesn't even hesitate. Just
doesn't
go
even
straight
hesitate.
to the vehicle.
Pure sociopath.
Boom.
That's exactly
I was going to
right.
ask you the same question about
And
Yellowstone.
then he's like, well, I guess we better.
We got to get the gas.
I love that. I was going to ask you the same question about Yellowstone. My favorite character is Rip. Who's your fairest character?
Oh, Beth, without question.
Yeah. So,
Good choice.
Well, I mean,
Power
Beth is key to every scene,
Mhm.
I mean, because Yellowstone, and they picked a really good kind of deal to pattern it after. I mean, every people model after other people, situations model after this, that, and the other thing. I mean, because to me, Yellowstone is Dallas, the show Dallas.
Okay.
And I wasn't a huge Dallas guy. I've seen a lot of them. But Beth is JR. I mean, simple as that. Beth is JR. And then, the one brother, Jamie's Cliff Barnes. Kevin Costner's Jock. They didn't mess with Miss Ellie on this one.
Okay.
And then, and so it goes. I mean, and then Casey is Bobby, although he's a better version of Bobby in my opinion. And then, Rip is like Ray Krebs, but he's a meaner Ray Krebs.
Okay. I'm going to have to go back
It's
and watch Dallas.
it's interesting because I grew up in Cody, Wyoming, and so I was invited to be in the parade for the 4th of July parade, and the Grand Marshal was Cole Hauser, who plays Rip.
Nice.
Yes.
Isn't Dallas that show where they killed the guy off, and then the last one it was like a dream, and he was really alive? I believe that's the same.
Yeah. Well, they shot JR. They had to bring him back.
I mean, sometimes you got to
You
be
hate
like
to see it.
It'd be like killing Beth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, would
show
it
to be done.
would it be unexpected? Sure.
Yes.
But I mean, that would mortally wound the show.
It
that in Game of
would. It
Thrones,
would.
too.
And Coach, I know we're short on time here, but I would be remiss if I didn't ask you something that really, really bothers me. You know, obviously, right now, there's a certain company that says they've invented a sentient robot, and Will Smith's getting too old to save us from the robots again. He's too busy fighting Chris Rock right now. But are you worried that eventually robots are going to take over the human race if we keep making them smarter? Because eventually, it just scares me to death. Because you know what? People fighting people's one thing. People fighting robots. I'm not a fan. It worries me.
I see you're armed with the.
Look, we're ready to
This
go.
will handle
We're ready to go over here,
Look at
Coach.
that.
It's a Daily Wire
America
bat.
first. Speak softly, carry a big stick.
That's
I mean,
exactly
yes.
right.
Yes,
Peace through
sir.
strength.
And then, but strength first.
That's exactly right.
And then, hey, I know a guy. I'm so jealous of this. And then, well, this was when I was in Wyoming, and he's way out, and I can't remember the details, but he actually checked with the authorities. These guys were flying drones over his land.
Don't trust them.
Well, he shot it with a shotgun. Now, who hasn't wanted to do that?
It's skeet shooting, but with machines.
Well, yeah, but more stuff will
Yeah,
fly
That's
out of
exactly
it.
right. That's a good
Yeah.
point. Probably think it's a UFO.
Oh, I've always wanted to shoot a drone. With
That's
a
what I was going to
shotgun.
ask. I mean, are we getting to the point of supervillains? You know, Bezos is up there. Do we really know? I mean,
Well,
Bezos has more drones than
Well,
anybody.
Blaine,
Elon Musk.
Blaine
you
makes a
know?
good point. He's worried when the richest people on the earth are trying to leave. Like every one of them is starting like a space program.
That's what
so,
I
Oh, really?
are we
So-
going to have a supervillain eventually? Because if we have a supervillain, we have to have a superhero. Somebody's out there.
Tom Cruise.
Well, there is that. And then, I better not get in that one.
Okay.
And then, it's a little bit like when prior to the Alamo, everybody decided they needed their own state, their own country, so they headed to Texas to stake it out.
That's exactly right.
That's true.
That's exactly right.
That's
Well,
true.
Coach, it's always an honor to interview you, man. We're really rooting for you guys. It's exciting to see the progress that y'all have made. I know you're excited for the season, and you're always welcome to come back. We'll talk a little football and have a little fun too. And we'll get you a bat. You want a bat?
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, you know what? You want this one? Y'all can take this one. We'll give it to you guys. That's down. Just don't hit anybody with it, because that's on y'all. But anyways, we really do appreciate you coming.
Where
on.
do you get these bats? You make
TheDailyWire.com, Coach. It's right
What,
there.
you
It's
order 'em?
grand- Oh, you
Yeah.
order them, whatever. We could get you a personalized Mike Leach bat if you
Yeah.
want one. We know enough people that know how to work with wood.
No, I definitely want a really cool bat. Are you kidding me? That'd go in my office.
Okay, well, it's
Okay, it's done.
happening.
There
You
you
might
go.
as well
Done.
mark it down. But, Coach,
There'd
it's
be
always a
definitely some big sticks done.
That's
Thank you,
exactly
sir.
right.
Yes, sir.
That's
Thank
exactly
you.
right.
Yes, sir.
Definitely. All right, make sure you subscribe. Coach Leach, one of the best ever. The Air Raid. You better figure it out. If you like that content, go ahead and subscribe, because we're going to be balling every day on Crane & Company. Hit that like button while you're at it, and go ahead and smash it like Derrick Henry on an ISO run.